Roller here, and this is sort of how to start EOC guide. So this is not even going to last like this is only going to be like one episode, hopefully. First step you have to do is go to Grand Exchange. Depending on what level you are, items may vary. If you're a typical RuneScaper like me, you have like 70s and stuff, just get some basic gear. If you have a skill cape, use it. If you don't, obsidian cape would just work out for generally anything. So if you're really doing melee, then setup like this would be really helpful. You can exchange some of these parts out if you don't really have the money. I don't know why I put a Slayer helm on. Guthin's helm, that's what I wanted. If you don't have the money, you can always swap out for a cheaper alternative. And yeah, I don't care about my Fury Amulet. You can either use your Glory, Fury, Strength Amulet. It doesn't really matter. I don't really see much of a difference, but pretty much this is... I don't care what you have to say. Okay, so pretty much this is a standard melee setup. Guthin's is pretty cheap and it's effective. You can go with, and I thought I put it on off. There we go. You can switch Bandos boots out for like Dragon, Rune, whatever your defense level is. Barrows, gloves. I honestly like Barrows, gloves. You can use your worn out Dragon gauntlets or something like that. Rune, anything like that. Ring slot, I'm gonna have to say Berserker ring. Really, I like the Berserker ring, and yeah, it's pretty decent. And for your weapon, I don't really like, you have your weaknesses and stuff to certain monsters. Just buy Barrows weapons. They're pretty decent, unless you have like a God sword for slash, or you can use your Zamrock Steer for stat. But for a crush weapon, you might want to get Torag Hammer, one of these things. They're not really that expensive. If you want a good slash weapon for melee, then Darok's Axe would be pretty good. I don't really like don't like dual wielding exactly. I prefer almost all my weapons two-handed, so yeah, that's how I'm gonna base my combat. So that's pretty much melee right there. Magic, if you don't have the requirements, you can easily switch out some of this stuff. And yeah, where's my Sears ring? Where are you, Sears ring? Oh, I already have it. Pfft, that's probably why. And I forgot some of these stuffs. No, I'm just gonna take out my Fury just because. And Barrows gloves. For this, I just choose Arams. It's pretty cheap, and I just generally like Barrows. I don't know why, but Barrows, it's cheap and it gets the job done, and it's pretty equivalent. Like Bandos and Armado, as good as Carols and like Guthin's. It's pretty much the same stuff, just it doesn't degrade. So Arams is pretty decent for magic. I always use the Polypore. I don't really care about the weaknesses that much. I don't really see a difference in when I'm using I do see a little bit of difference when you use your weakness. So only really use weakness if it's significantly higher level and it's very hard to kill. If you're killing like something that you can normally 3-hit with something that you can just use air or something like that, and it's like for water, don't really go with the water, just go with a Polypore. It's just a lot easier, and it's a good staff. It's level 75. And gear, you can switch to Mystic, some of that new armor, like Batwing. If you don't have that, just get some armor according to your level. I have Rage Fire Boots. You can switch out to whatever kind of boots you have, like mystic boots if you don't have much money. Gloves, you can switch out to something like that. Seer's ring, I think the explorer's ring does magic stuff. Like, actually, you know what, I'll get it out right now. I have an explorer's ring 4, so I'm not really sure, so no, it just gives 1 prayer bonus. But still, it is good. Skill cape is amazing. Fire cape honestly sucks with magic. God cape, let me actually get that out of my bank. Cape of the god variety, and I don't have one apparently. I think I died with it, but yeah. That would be easily usable. And again, I don't really dual wield unless it comes to range, which I'm about to explain why. So yeah. That's pretty much a good magic setup right there. Just remember, it doesn't really matter the weaknesses unless it's a significantly higher monster. So yeah, I'm just gonna get some. I'll fail. I don't want that. Let's see. My bank is very messy. I don't really care. Okay, no wait, should I have carols? Why am I getting that out? Am I missing anything? My little whatchamacallit coif. And I'm missing something, I know it. You know, I'm just gonna get that out just for fun. And I have an accumulator somewhere. My bank is very, I already have it, that's probably why. And I just only pulled out my offhand. Good job, me. You know what, I don't feel like playing Where's Waldo with my rune crossbow, so I'm just gonna find it that way. So yeah, pretty good range setup. Just get carols or whatever according to your level. I prefer dual wield crossbows since they are pretty good, and unload is amazing with crossbows, so I honestly prefer that. Same thing with magic. If it's not really a significantly higher level, then I'm pretty sure bolts will do the job. So if you really want to, just get like a dark bow, magic short bow, I'm pretty sure could work. Crystal bow, Zyrite bow, whatever you have. Just base your armor according to your level. This is pretty much how a lot of people are going to look, since I'm generally the average player. I'm not exactly the average player, but it's the average armor for the players. So yeah. I'm just gonna have to say that Fire Cape is not really the best thing ever. Dual wielding melee could be very good. I just don't really see how good it is. And along with melee, I'm most likely with the significantly higher level you want to use the weakness, but for anything really low level, just go along with like if it says slash and you're using a stab weapon and it's low level, it doesn't really matter. I don't know if it does it for like magic or range, because I think you should just use just the type of, let's see, combat in general, if it's melee, magic, or range. Then if it's higher level, you want to go more in depth into it. So yeah, that's pretty much my EOC guide. My abilities, I just have like my basic abilities in front, thresholds, this stuff, my ultimate, and basic. Range, how I set it up is single way combat, multi-way combat, and my ultimates and my little regen thing. How I set up my magic first is my front stuff, like my far away stuff, so I can do these abilities at far away. Then I have my chain, which does multi-way. This you have to be up close. Then I have my thresholds. I have my ultimates and also that. It's a pretty good setup. It's not really the best. I don't really use shields. Shields would help a lot, especially if you're getting torn down by an enemy. So that's pretty much about it with my mini EOC guide. I hope it sorta helps, because I've been doing a bit of Slayer, and sometimes I would get torn, sometimes I would just one-hit everything, literally. So yeah, that's about it. If you like it, then say something about it, or click that little like button. I don't really care if you like or dislike. Any responses are great. You could just talk to me, I'll talk to you, I'll try to help you out. And bye.